Hey all, and welcome back to another installment of Team Tucker Treks Outdoor Adventures. Well, we're not outdoors today. We're at the Outdoors Corner. This is our home studio spot. And today's episode, we're going to be showing you what's in December's edition of Mystery Tackle Box. Y'all, I don't know if you can see this label on top of here or not. Sorry for the glare. But this is the first Mystery Tackle Box I've ever got a label on top that says Rejected. Come on, Mystery Tackle Box. What does this even mean? I haven't even opened this box yet. I got it in the mail in December. I've been holding it to do a video, and on the box it says Rejected. Does that mean I may be missing something in here? Or is the box look bad? I mean, it doesn't look bad to me. It just says Reject on the back. I don't know. Hey, but regardless, thank you for joining us today. We're going to break into Mystery Tackle Box December edition. December 2020. I've been waiting to get into this box. Join me, will you? Let's see what we get in here. So, break out the old Smith & Wesson knife. Cut this tape off. Flip open this reject sticker on the top. I mean, you would think if it had reject on it, they would actually send it back or do some quality control, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, you open up the Mystery Tackle Box, and the first thing you see when you open these up is that they have this ruler on the top, a fish ruler. You know, you could, if you get certain sizes, you could take a picture of this and tag Mystery Tackle Box and send the picture to them and let them know if you could beat their measurements and for the keeper contest. But we've never done that. But hey, it's still a fun thing to do. We might do that eventually as a challenge just to see what we can get out of a box. But this box is the Mystery Tackle Box. This is the multi-species box. And in the top of the box, first thing on top of the box is what's inside. This is the multi-species elite box. This is just the card that gives us the price points for every thing they have in this box. It looks like we have some great stuff in this box, so let's look at it and see what we have. Also, we have the Dibble, the Tips and Tricks book. So that's some entertaining read. That's give you the tips and tricks on how to use some of these baits. First off in the box is we got the K&E stopper, catfish gear, the catfish hooks. These would be great because they got the little weed guard on there. So if you're using cut bait and you're fishing where you got a lot of underwater cover, whether it be bobber or bottom fishing, I mean, this will prevent it from getting snagged up where they're using cut bait or worms or the conglomerate of whatever you can use for catfishing bait. This will keep it from getting snagged up a lot. And especially when they hit and drag it under or pull it, you help you keep it from getting caught up in the weeds. Next up, we have the Weston stick worm, black and blue. These are a black and blue 5-inch stick worm. They're tapered on both ends. I think these worms here would be great for whether it be wacky rigging or Nico rigging. But I look forward to using these. I love doing some stick worm fishing, especially with a wacky worm. And I always look for different ways to and different different ways and types of stick worms I could use for that. But this is just a different one I haven't tried yet. The price on these the Weston worms, the stick worms, is $5.99 for these, and the pack of catfish hooks. The catfish hooks on these was $2 for a pack of 3. Next up, we have the Googan Squad. Oh, here comes the Googan Squad stuff. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about it. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I kind of like their stuff. I think some of their stuff is a little pricey, but hey, when you use them, they do work. They do get kind of tore up real fast, but I guess it's part of the game. But these are the Googan Squad hammer hooks. You get a 3/0 and a 4/0 size hammer hook. It's a good worm hook. These would be great for for either using worms or I think one of their other things I like using a lot is the bandito bug, and you could use that or you could use the trench hog. But these would be good. The price point on these hammer hooks are $2. That's kind of expensive for 2 hooks. For $2, $1 a hook. That's pretty high. Knowing, especially fishing around the areas I fish around some of the state parks and the Ross Barnett Reservoir, you guarantee to get hooked up and broke off in some kind of trash underwater, and that'd be $2 to lose real fast. But it'd be some good hooks to give it a shot anyway. Next up is the Pro Series X Zone lures. This is the tube bait, one of my all-time favorite baits. Kind of like my Confidence Comfort bait is a tube bait. It's a new color I've never tried called Killer Bluegill. It's a 3.75 inch. These X Zone tube baits, I look forward to using these. I have a pack of tubes or several pack of tube baits in each of my hunting bags, either for my kayak or for my go bag I keep in my Jeep. But I definitely look forward to using these. These X Zone baits, they have these priced at $5.99 for this pack of baits. $5.99, that's not bad. It's about standard for for what you get in a tube bait or tube baits. I like it. Next up, we have the Lunker Hunt Gambit swim bait, 5/8 ounce, 4.5 inch. Looks like it may be a baby bass pattern, but this Lunker Hunt pre-rig bait, good swim baits. Haven't had a whole lot of success on some swim baits, maybe because I haven't built up the confidence in them and using them. Mainly because I fish from the bank a lot, or I'm fishing on my kayak. But I'm not in the big open water. Kind of like a search bait. I haven't been using these, but I plan on using these a lot more this year on my boat as we get it prepared and get it ready for this coming season. But I really look forward to getting more into these swim baits. But the price point on these Lunker Hunt's Gambit swim bait, they got them set at $8.29 for one of these. Next up in the box, we got the Googan Squad Zinger spin bait. I haven't had one of their spin baits before, but I've been looking forward to actually getting one and trying one. This Lunker Hunt Googan spinner bait, it's got the number 2 Colorado blade on it and the number 4 Willow blade on it. I like the pattern on these, kind of like a baby shad color. It's got the white and the blue and the yellow, and it's got those darkish red big eyes on it. And it'd be good, whatever kind of trailer bait that you could add to, whether it be a swim bait or some kind of chunk bait. But who knows what else they got in this box that may go with it. But the price point on this Zinger spinner bait from Googan is $6.49. $6.49. That's okay. I still like it's a little high, but it's probably no higher than a lot of the Strike King stuff that I end up getting. Next up is a Sneak Attack by Dynamic Lures, a soft swim bait jig. Now these are the type of swim baits I use all the time. They're the smaller profile swim baits. These look to be like 2 inch or the 2.5 inch, but these small swim baits are the ones that I catch many different species of fish on. I have caught crappie. I have caught some bigger brim. I've caught some bass on them. I even caught a catfish on one of these similar to this. And it's one of my favorite colors in watermelon red flake. And they actually come with one jig on it, one jig head applied and one extra jig head. So these are definitely going right into my bag to be able to use throughout the rest of this winter time and into the spring. But the price point on these, for these Sneak Attacks, they have these Sneak Attacks priced at $5.25. $5.25. It seems to me there's a lot of stuff in this box. A lot more stuff than I usually get. Next up is a Strike Pro. This is a Strike Pro tournament grade. It looks to be the 90. The Strike Pro Beakster 90. It's this small jerkbait. It's kind of got that shimmer baby bass look to it. But I love these smaller jerkbaits because not only can they work for bass, but they can also work for trout as well. When I go trout fishing in Arkansas at the Little Red River, I look forward to using these, and I use these a lot, these type a lot. And this just gives me another type to add to that arsenal as well. This Strike Pro tournament grade Breaker 90 is set at a price of $9.99 for the Beakster. Strike Pro Beakster. Next up, this is a bait, a Googan bait that I started using a lot last year during the spring, and I ended up really liking it. I caught even from the bank, I ended up catching a lot of bass at pretty decent size. But this is the Googan bait Trench Hog and Blue Baby. I ended up liking the Blue Baby. It works really well because it's got that green on the bottom and blue on the top, or vice versa. But yet, I really like using these. And then sometimes to give it a different presentation, you could break off some of the back legs and it can imitate a crawfish. And you can actually bite off the back of it and make it a little shorter, but yet you can get twofold out of it. Either make it look like a lizard or crawfish. But it's a good set. And I end up liking these a lot, so I'm looking forward to using these again. I bought several packs and even got a couple packs for Christmas. So this just adds to the arsenal coming up to use this next season. But these Googan baits are priced at, let's see, $5.99. So that's standard for what these will cost. It's kind of weird that though that spinnerbait will cost more than this huge pack of soft plastics. But either way. Next up we have the Karl's Amazing Baits Bantam 1 to 4 foot diving bait and Muncho Mango 2.25 inches. This is one of my favorite type color baits using. This is that multicolor red to orange with yellow middle crawfish imitation color. I don't know if you can see that without that glare being on it. But I really look forward to using this for some crappie fishing and using it as down at the Little Red River on some trout fishing. This small profile jerk bait, you can keep it on the top water, jerk it a little faster to get it lower. And especially when the dam is running, that they have the dam wide open on the Little Red River, you can start cranking a little faster and get it go deeper and pull some of them rainbows and brown trouts out of the deep grass in that river. And I think this will get it done. But the price on this one for this Karl's Amazing Baits Bantam is $6.49. Next up, they got this Where to Fish the Zinger, just giving you ideas on how to use the Zinger and gives you information about the Zinger. So that's pretty cool. They give you information card on certain type of baits. I've only seen this a couple times in these boxes so far. Then they got the Ketchco sticker. They always put a sticker in the box. And we like using these. We like collecting these. We put them on our kayaks. We put them in our camper. We put them on our tackle bags or in our tackle boxes in our bags. We like getting those as well. We don't have this one yet. And they're really known to put out multiples of certain stickers, but we're glad we got a new one that we don't have yet. Next up is this Cabin Creek Bait Company. It's like a trailer that you could put on, either one of the spinner bait or put on maybe I don't know. You could really put on a chatter bait, or it can be used for anything. But these Cabin Creek small crawls are used for trailers. The price on these is $3.74. The only bad thing about these Cabin Creeks though is when you get these in a box, they don't give you any information on there about anything. It just says the company, and that's it. They don't give you nothing else on there as far as what the color scheme is or size or anything. But I don't guess you really need it if it's going to be a trailer. You could just use it for whatever you want to. But y'all, that's what's into this month's box, or this past month's box for these. Before we end this episode today, I just want to move this out of the way, and I want to share a little something with you before we go. Be right back. Before I go today, I just want to share a devotion with you today. And we're coming back again from the book of God's Country, a devotion for the outdoorsman. And today our devotion is going to be set on tradition, and our verse will be from this devotion will be from Psalms 92. So if you want to read that and come back, and I'll read it to you at the end. But on tradition, it says, "We all have been raised somewhere in God's country. In my home state of North Carolina, you will still hear some good old boys refer to the region as God's country. It is a prideful phrase commonly used to describe many beautiful places around the United States. There is nothing wrong with being so proud of your stomping grounds because God created it all. I was fortunate to have been raised in a family that loved the outdoors. Both of my grandfathers were avid hunters and fishermen. One of my grandmothers even enjoyed fishing and deer hunting as well. I've got the old Winchester Model 94 that she carried in the woods. I will always be grateful to my dad for taking me fishing at an early age. I must have been knee-high to a duck for the first time he took me. The desire to be in the outdoors has burned in me ever since. I was always taught to appreciate and respect wildlife and their habitat. These traditions are passed down from generation to generation. I anxiously await the day when I can take my children fishing or hunting. It is our responsibility to teach children and grandchildren what God country truly means. God has so much to teach us all through His creation. In Psalms 92 it says, "Before the mountains were born, you brought forth the earth and the world. From everlasting to everlasting, you are God." Psalms 92. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you watching in and joining us through the devotion at the end. If you like this episode, give us a like, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that notification bell. That'll let you know the next time we come back with another adventure. We should be out when we're out doing an adventure, whether fishing or hunting. We could be hiking. We could be back here at our outdoors corner studio spot here, going over some kind of subscription box or what's in a bag or who knows what. Hey, we look forward to see you again. And I want you to take this with you. Hey, enjoy life. It's always a journey.